I want to show you a video of my new front garden. I've been in this house for about 4 years. This is my front porch. I'm trying to copy Linda Vodder a little bit with the topiaries. I've made a terrace garden down the front because it's much too steep to mow. That's an Arizona cypress tree. This is my Texas kidney wood that kind of died back severely last winter. The last of my poppies there. The tall green spiky things, that's liatris. That's rattlesnake master. There's salvia greggi behind that. There's my black and blue salvia. That is a globe, probably a mistake. A little bit of larkspur in the front there. Another salvia greggi that I just cut back. These are all daisies. I don't know what kind they are. That is Jerusalem sage back there, blooms yellow. There's a little bit of rudbeckia and a milkweed behind that. Yellow yarrow, another salvia greggi, red yucca with some more daisies underneath of it. This is I think a spurge that someone gave me a piece of that I've had for years. That's Engelmann daisy or cutleaf daisy. It's done real well. The Verbena bonariensis. I have little dwarf yopons to give me some winter interest all throughout. That's another gay feather or liatris. All the larkspur. These are those giant rudbeckias. And they're so impressive that the wind, I haven't had the wind knock them down yet. That impresses me. Some more red yucca. Here's some white yarrow that I really like. Some purple coneflower. More Engelmann daisies. As you see, I've kind of half moon terraced this whole garden, which has made me happy. That's behind back there, that's some aster. There's my bald cypress, Texas sage bush. Here is the Mexican hat. Some more salvia greggi. That's a gaura back there. More liatris back there. That's my biggest bit of liatris back there. It was beautiful last year. And then over here, that's obedient plant. It did really well, but it fell over. So I have some supports in there for this time. This is more snake master. Mexican hat. I think this is blue grama grass. This is a pass-along plant. It's a little chrysanthemum kind of thing. It blooms a very, very pretty pinky salmony color. This is the Zexminia. There's more Zexminia there. I kind of following Texas Ninja, Natalie's garden. She loves her Zexminia, so I had to grow some of that. This is my other kidney wood that died back. I'm not so happy with that. Another red yucca, some more salvia greggi, some more white yarrow, some yellow yarrow, more of my little white daisies that I don't know what kind they are. Back behind there, if you see daylilies, a few daylilies, and then that's salvia. Oh, I know that salvia. Everybody's got it. I can't think of it. But that's golden, skeleton leaf goldeneye. It's done really, really well. I've been super impressed with that and happy with it. This is an abelia. It's doing okay. I had 3 pomegranates all along here and they all died to the ground last year. I don't know why. I don't think we had such a bad winter. That right there, that's frostweed, and it seeds everywhere, but I love the blooms in fall, so I put up with it. There's another albelia there. This right here, this is a dwarf yopon. When I first moved here, this was a big eroded gap, so I've been slowly filling it in, and I've had to terrace this whole thing. This is the east facing slope, so the sun's behind me because it's in the morning. So these are my irises. I love irises. I just love that spikiness that they bring. I have some nandinas in here, not native, but points off. And then these are my pomegranates that are coming back from the roots. There's one here too, barely coming back. I don't know if it's gonna make it or not. That spiky thing right up there, that's a false indigo, and that's a rain garden up there. Maybe we'll get to that. Another Zexminia, more irises, yeah. And then another giant Rudbeckia, love those things. And then Liatris, more of that chrysanthemum kind of thing. Here's some blue mist flower, another Texas sage. There's my desert willow. The understory is all frog fruit, and I have to cut that back like you would any ground cover, or it kind of gets a little woolly around here. So there's another red yucca, some grass. That's a little blue stem, another galra right there, another yopon holly. That's a Chinese one, I think. When I'm buying grasses, I didn't know. There's little liatris back there, and that's a kaleidoscope abelia. That is elderberry. This right here, that's an elderberry. And then those are my persimmon trees, my Asian persimmon trees. And if all goes well, I should have a lot of persimmons. Last year we had a big wind that took them all off. So hopefully that won't happen this year. But again, here's my terraced front garden. I want to show you my rain garden. So we're going to go up these steps. I got horrible knees, so this won't be smooth. Again, the Zexminia, Texas sage, lots and lots of frog fruit. This is Rubelia, blooms purple in the fall. I also have a lot of rain lilies all down in the front that'll bloom when it starts to rain in the fall. Another cone flower. That is pink muley right there. There's the aster. That is that right there. That is a Mexican buckeye. I let this larkspur grow right in the lawn because I couldn't make myself cut it down. This is my rain garden. That's a false indigo right there. It blooms purple in the spring. There is frostweed there, and it seeds itself all through the lawn. I can't tell you how much of it I've pulled up. Got a lot of invasives in my yard. There's some Tithonia there, and it blooms orange in the fall, and it brings the butterflies like crazy. And again, this is a salvia I'm blanking the name on, and it is just as common as Patty's pig. Those are the lime nandinas, your bad mouth. But these are cultivars, so they're not gonna spread. This is snake herb. Very happy with that. Flamacanthus. There's a lot of pipevine right there. The diamond frost euphorbia. More of those daisies are about to go over. Cosmos. That is a cultivar of a St. John's wort right there. It came back. I'm real happy with that. Daylilies. This is like a Savannah holly kind of thing that I'm half topiarying. Leftover poppies. These are the photinias that were here when I moved here. They've been here 100 years. They were so overgrown. I cut them way, way, way back and they took it. Gulf Coast penstemon right here that's going to seed. This is my newest garden. It's covered. Trying to kill the Bermuda grass. God, I can't stand Bermuda grass. Again, elderberry. So pretty right now. Arizona cypress. This is a persimmon tree. See my little persimmons? Ooh, so good. This is the only pomegranate that survived unscathed last winter. I don't know why it did well and the others didn't. That is Cosmos. This is between houses and it kind of faces south. There's my Texas laurel, mountain laurel. More rudbeckia. That's cowpen daisy. That's a smoke tree. That right there, this right here, that's datura. That's always done well for me. That is coreopsis, cowpen daisy. That little tree is a lead ball, golden lead ball tree that I hope does well. And then this little thing is a baptisia that I want to do well, that I bought from that nursery on the East Coast. Has that juniper level garden. That's more of those chrysanthemums that bloom. It looks like they're gonna bloom this spring. Liatris. All of those liatris that are blooming there were corms that I planted from bulbs that I got from Home Depot. Somebody was kind of bad-mouthing them, saying they were from the east, so, but they're doing okay for me right now. Again, the smoke tree. That is another golden leaf, skeleton leaf goldeneye with some zinnias in there. Those are the daturas that the bees absolutely love. This is a mallow. It's coming back for its 3rd year. It's really doing good. Another mountain laurel. These are my crinum lilies. I don't know how you say that. These are the rain lilies that I have everywhere. This is a Monarda bee balm. This is an elbow bush. It's done very well. The wine cup right there. And then those are Mexican petunias. They haven't really bloomed much. And that's some kind of a salvia that I bought. It's doing pretty good. Again, Texas mountain laurel grows slow. That's a I believe a swamp milkweed that came back. I'm so happy with that. There's a couple of them that came back. I think that's a milkweed right there. This is an orchid tree. It bloomed beautifully this spring, but it's kind of weak wooded and it kind of wants to flop a little bit. I had to kind of tie it up. Some more crinum lily. This is a kind of a salvia I bought. I don't know what kind. That is another swamp milkweed. And then right there, that's more Mexican petunias. And I had a bunch of primrose come in here. That might be a mistake. It came on its own. This is a Barbados cherry that died to the ground for the 2nd year in a row, and it's kind of coming back. If it wants to come back, I'll let it go. More bee balm. Here is a hydrangea. I think it's one of those big leaf hydrangeas. And it's done well in a pot. I tried to put it in the ground. It didn't like that. This is a white wedding hydrangea that they talk so good about, and it's barely making it for me. I don't know. This is my bush, spice bush, that I bought. That I want to go because I want the spice bush swallowtail, But it's doing okay. I bought like 5, and I have 2 that are kind of surviving underneath here in the shade. The one that was in that pot died. That's Verbena bonariensis. And then here is an oak leaf hydrangea and another hydrangea that's not native. Anyway, so that's my front garden. So right here, these are all French drains that go to the rain garden in the front and then down the terrace. Thank you for watching.